Your work permit expiration date is basically the immigration version of a horror movie countdown clock, except instead of a masked killer, you are being chased by a stack of government forms. The Employment Authorization Document, or EAD, is that little card proving you can legally work, and right now it is taking way longer than anyone wants to admit. You would think renewing a card is simple, like renewing a library book. But no, this is the government we are talking about. Processing times for EAD renewals can stretch anywhere from about 3 months on a good day to over a year if your case gets stuck in what lawyers lovingly call administrative limbo. Here's the twist nobody tells you. Even if you filed your renewal early, your old EAD might expire before the new one shows up, leaving you in a weird gap where you technically still have permission but no physical proof of it. That gap is exactly why so many people lose jobs they did not even do anything wrong to lose. Your employer is not trying to be cruel. They are just terrified of a federal audit, so they panic and pull you from the schedule the second that card hits its expiration date. This is where automatic extensions come in, like a cheat code in a video game, except way less fun and way more paperwork. Certain EAD categories get an automatic extension of up to 540 days past the expiration date, as long as you filed your renewal on time and meet specific requirements. But here's the catch. Because there is always a catch. Not every category qualifies for that extension. So if you guessed wrong about your eligibility, you basically just watched your work authorization vanish like Thanos snapped it. This is exactly why immigration lawyers exist, because nobody wants to bet their paycheck on guessing correctly about federal regulations. A good lawyer checks your specific category, confirms your eligibility for extensions, and makes sure your renewal paperwork does not get rejected over something embarrassing like a missing signature. Filing early matters more than people realize because the clock does not pause just because you are stressed about it. Most experts suggest filing your renewal about 180 days before your current EAD expires, giving the system enough runway to actually process things without you free-falling into unemployment. Mistakes on these applications are shockingly common too, and not the dramatic kind, just the boring kind that quietly destroys your timeline. Wrong fee amounts, outdated forms, missing supporting documents. These tiny errors can bounce your application back and reset your wait time like a video game checkpoint you did not want to replay. Let us talk money for a second, because of course there is a cost. The EAD renewal filing fee currently sits around $520, though fee waivers exist for certain qualifying situations if you know where to look. Doubt creeps in here a lot, especially when people start wondering if lawyers are even necessary for something that seems like just paperwork. But immigration law changes constantly. Policies shift, processing centers get backed up differently depending on where you live, and one outdated assumption can cost you your job. There is also a human side nobody mentions enough. Imagine training for a job, finally getting comfortable, and then suddenly being told you cannot work anymore because a card got stuck in a mailroom somewhere in Missouri. The lesson here is not panic, it is plan. Treat your EAD expiration date the way you treat your phone battery. Never let it hit 0 before you start looking for a charger. Preparation beats panic every single time, and that is true whether we are talking visas, court dates, or just renewing the thing that lets you earn a living. The earlier you start, the more options and protections you actually have. So, if your EAD is creeping toward its expiration date and you are starting to sweat a little, you are definitely not alone in this. Do you want to learn more about how to handle this the smart way? Check out our links in the description.